6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Muhammad Zubair Khan. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has invited Chinese companies to invest in solarization projects initiated by the government. Chairing a review meeting on overall security situation in the country, Shehbaz Sharif said terrorists and miscreants cannot demoralize the people of Pakistan in their resolve to eliminate terrorism from the country. Interior Minister says the National Security Committee has made it clear that there will be no talks with any terrorist organization. Speaker National Assembly says Pakistan and the United Kingdom enjoy cordial relations based on shared culture of democracy and a parliamentary form of government. Pakistan's largest three-day tech conference and expo titled Future Fest 2023 is underway at Expo Centre in Lahore. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, APHC has deplored that Indian troops are perpetrating crimes against humanity to suppress the Kashmiris' freedom struggle. Second and last test match between Pakistan and New Zealand ended in a draw after a nail-biting contest. And now the news in details. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif says China is our trustworthy friend who supported Pakistan in all testing times. He expressed these views during a meeting with the delegation of Chinese company Sky Hydro delegation headed by CEO He Zhongfei in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister said that investment in development projects worth billions of dollars under China-Pakistan Economic Corridor is a proof of China-Pakistan friendship. He urged the Chinese companies to actively participate in government's solarization project. Shehbaz Sharif appreciated the Chinese company's efforts in hydropower projects in Pakistan. He invited the company to invest in the solarization project initiated by the government. The delegation also presented a check of $100,000 to the Prime Minister for the rehabilitation of the flood-affected people, which was appreciated by the Premier. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has said terrorists and miscreants cannot demoralize the people of Pakistan in their resolve to eliminate terrorism from the country. He said this while chairing a review meeting in Islamabad today regarding the overall security situation in Pakistan. The Prime Minister said we will not hesitate in rendering any sacrifice for the defense of the motherland. He emphasized on enhanced collaboration among all the provincial and federal agencies to curb the recent wave of terrorism. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif says the coalition government will effectively address all the challenges facing the country. Addressing the launching ceremony of establishment of Hazara Electric Supply Company in Islamabad today, he said all-out efforts are being made for completion of public welfare and development projects. He said now HESCO has become a separate company from the Peshawar Electric Supply Company. Shehbaz Sharif said all necessary formalities will soon be completed regarding the establishment of HESCO. He, however, called for energy conservation in the country. The Prime Minister said incomplete soy gas projects halted by the previous regime of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf will also be completed soon. He said formal directions have been issued in this regard. He said as soon as gas is available, it will be provided to the people. Interior Minister Rana Sanaullah says the National Security Committee has made it clear that there will be no talks with any terrorist organization. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad, he said any organization involved in terrorism against people or state is unacceptable. The Interior Minister said the interim Afghan government has promised to the entire world, including Pakistan, that it will not allow their land to be used for terrorist activities against any country. Speaker National Assembly Raja Parvez Ashraf has said Pakistan and the United Kingdom enjoy cordial relations based on a shared culture of democracy and a parliamentary form of government. He expressed these views during his meeting with Speaker of the House of Commons Lindsay Hoyle on the sidelines of the 26th Conference of Speakers and Presiding Officers of Commonwealth in Canberra, Australia. The Speaker said these ties could be further strengthened by enhancing parliament-to-parliament contacts. Discussing the innovative initiatives introduced by the Parliament of Pakistan, he said it has been at the forefront to guide the nation on the path of progress of development. He informed that it is the first Green Parliament, the first in the region to establish a parliamentary caucus on child rights, first to open the doors for those who are real pillars of democracy like women, children, minorities and the transgender community on the occasion of Diamond Jubilee celebration. He also said this year Parliament of Pakistan also enacted a record number of legislations besides fighting successfully the case of climate justice for Pakistan. House of Commons Speaker Lindsay Hoyle expressed solidarity with the flood-affected people of Pakistan. He said enhancing parliamentary context is pivotal to learning from parliamentary experiences. He also said innovative parliaments are essential prerequisites to tackling global challenges. Pakistan's largest three-day tech conference and expo, titled Future Fest 2023, is underway at Expo Centre in Lahore. Speaking on the occasion, the speakers highlighted significance of information technology. They were of the view that information technology is gateway to the strong foundation in terms of safe and better future. Over 300 speakers from around the world will continue to exchange their views and experiences about emerging trends of information technology. Radio Pakistan has also set up a stall for the first time in the history to highlight its recently incorporated technological advancements, training courses, key initiatives and opportunities for the participants. The participants of Future Fest 2023 are continuously visiting the Radio Pakistan stall and expressing their keen interest with regard to Radio Pakistan's technological advancements. This is Radio Pakistan. All parties Hurriyat conference leaders, while paying glowing tributes to the victims of Sopur massacre, have said that the deteriorating situation in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir warrants an international initiative on the Kashmir dispute. According to Kashmir Media Service, over 60 civilians were martyred and more than 400 shops and residential houses were gutted on this day in 1993 after Indian soldiers set ablaze the Sopur town of Baramulla district. The victim families are still awaiting justice while the perpetrators of the heinous crime are roaming scot-free. The APHC leaders have deplored that Indian troops were perpetrating crimes against humanity and war crimes to suppress the Kashmiris' freedom struggle. They demanded an impartial international probe into all the massacres committed in the occupied territory to punish the perpetrators. Russian state media says a ceasefire ordered by President Putin has come into effect in Ukraine. According to Russia's state first channel, today the ceasefire regime came into force on the entire contact line. Ceasefire will continue till tomorrow. On the other hand, Ukraine has rejected the move, saying that Russia wants to use Christmas as a cover. Afghanistan's Taliban-led interim government has signed a contract with a Chinese company to extract oil from the Amu Darya basin and develop an oil reserve in the country's northern Saripul province. According to state-run Bakhtar news agency, the contract was signed by Acting Minister of Mines and Petroleum Sheikh Shahabuddin Dilawar and an official of Xinjiang Central Asia Petroleum and Gas Company in a ceremony in Kabul. The second and last cricket test of the series between Pakistan and New Zealand ended in a draw in Karachi after a nail-biting contest. The final scores: New Zealand 449 and 277 for 5 declared. Pakistan 408 and 304 for the loss of 9 wickets. And finally, the weather report. Cold and cloudy weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. Cloudy weather with light rain with snow is likely in North Balochistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit-Baltistan, Potawar region and Kashmir. Shallow fog is likely in Upper Sindh and plain areas of Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.